moments over the years. Great matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Carolina's offense will come out first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. Dropping back, it's Rivero. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away.
Makes the grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's...
There he goes! He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Clemson! Looking for space. It's Humphries. There he goes. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Trying to run, it's Humphries. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rivero. Gets it to him on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Slings it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Rivero. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Gamecocks are on the move.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Using his legs, it's Humphries. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps... touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work. Time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Rivero. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ifte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Rivero. Catch in the middle. It's Burton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking downfield very late in the half. Right down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
Sends it downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run, and instead they throw the football, they catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lynn. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Rivero. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. but you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass, it's Rivero. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hauls it in down the sideline. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Turbin. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Open the final period with a 3rd down play. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Timeout. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Rivero. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Clemson jumps to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And that is another 1st down on the offense.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Tight end finds a soft spot. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. If there's time to pad the stats. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did